So let's do a quick scenario and see what we get. Okay, let's see how you're feeling right now. Okay, I'm seeing that you probably set some long term goals for your relationship, and you're kind of seeing where it's either taking too long or it's possibly not gonna happen. You're contemplating a breakup right now. You're looking to create a strong foundation with your partner. So I'm seeing that you're probably noticing some things and you're thinking that maybe um, it's leading to your goals for this relationship not coming together and possibly you guys ending the relationship. Maybe you think that your partner's thinking about breaking up and you're trying to create a strong foundation from this. That falling in love for the first time coming out in reverse, I'm thinking this is on your mind because when you guys first fell in love with each other, okay? Love and separation in reverse. I see that you're dreading this because if this breakup happens, this is still going to be someone that you're going to hold close to your heart. So this is going to be a love that's going to be in separation. So I'm feeling that maybe maybe this is something that your partner has brought to you, and you feel as if, you know, it's a real possibility that a breakup is inevitable. I see here, though, that you're thinking of ways to nurture this relationship back to health. You're trying to get back what you had with this person and redeem what's left of the relationship. Celebration is coming out in reverse. I feel like right now you're probably in a real sad state. You're probably letting your emotions get the best of you. You're not really seeing anything to celebrate. This is coming out cold, lover. I'm seeing that this is probably how you're viewing your partner right now, which is probably just saying that something is brewing in your relationship or something has happened and you're really concerned about the future of your relationship. So let's see what's going on with you and your partner. Okay, I see that your partner is probably thinking about you guys' future together. Um, they're definitely concerned with everything that you've probably planned, and you're wondering if it's going to come through. So maybe you two are sharing similar feelings. And I see that this is not really something that has to do with you two per se, but the external pressures of this relationship is what's probably weighing heavy on you guys. I'm seeing acceptance and belonging. I'm seeing that this is something that you two probably want for the relationship. Maybe it's not being seen as something good from external forces, and it's difficult for you two to coexist together with all these pressures coming from other places. Transformation in love. I don't see where you guys think that this is going to be a change for you. You're both kind of concerned that this is how it's going to be for you, and I think you're both concerned with whether you should stay together. I see these two cards fell out too, and I missed them. I'm seeing here that that you that your partner, I should say, not so much you, because this is more so of what's happening in the relationship on your partner's side. I see that they're pretty much trusting their instincts on nothing's going to change, and they're pretty upset about it. Um, they are feeling really anxious about this situation. They're not happy about this situation either. So I'm seeing that both of you are kind of, you look more sad, but your partner looks more angry and more willing to take action against these external pressures. So, what exactly are the external pressures? This could be pressures from work, this could be financial pressures, this could be family pressures. All these things can carry a toll on a relationship, and it all just depends on how strong the relationship foundation is, which is why you're probably trying to create a better um, foundation for you guys. And it's almost as if you guys are working on a timeline. It's almost as if you guys feel as if this has to be done by a certain time for your relationship to survive. So the next card that come out is Forbidden Romance. So I don't think that this is has to do with too much of other people's opinions. It probably has to do more with um, your stability and the support that you're getting. So I see a lot of arguments. So maybe you guys are having a hard time dealing with each other. So maybe your compatibility is not 100%, but you're trying to work at it. Okay, you are each other's emotional support. Okay, even though you're experiencing these outside forces that are affecting the relationship, okay, you guys are lacking shared joy in this relationship. But I see that you two have completely committed to merging your lives together despite the challenges. Now, some relationships tend to be more difficult than others just because of the dynamics of it. What came to mind was like enemy to lovers. So maybe these external pressures that you're feeling is more like things that you created from the past, and it's kind of like catching up with you now. So you guys are having a lot of arguments, and I don't know if these arguments are really because you don't know how to communicate, because you are trying to support each other emotionally, but you just can't seem to get out of this rut right now. So yes, I see that one of you are very manipulative in this relationship. You're like a smooth talker. So maybe um, this is you, which is why your lover is responding the way that they are, your partner is responding the way that they are. Maybe you're bypassing what the problems are in the relationship and trying to smooth them over. But I see here that this is like an unconditional love that you guys share for each other. So sometimes I think that you can love each other, but you find that you're not compatible and it just doesn't work. Which is why I feel like you have an instinct that this is going to end up being like a love and separation, where you have to like learn to love each other from a distance, you know. I'll take this. I see here that financial security came out. This may be something that happens for both of you once you settle with the pressures that you're having. So maybe this has to do, these external pressures And these arguments are stemming from, like I said earlier, like you guys being stable together. And I see that it's possible that it could happen in the future, but I feel like there's just the act of having to work on it. Like I was saying before, some relationships just take more energy to make it last, and it's all up to whether or not you guys are willing to put in the work. Let's finish this off right now. These fell out. So yes, despite how you guys are feeling, this kind of explains the unconditional love and financial security that just came out. There is going to be a shift in the relationship. So if you guys stick it out, you won't have a love and separation. You'll actually be able to shift the connection, change gears, and create more of a cohesive relationship, or more of a harmony in the relationship. Now, I'm seeing here that Stalker is coming out. I'm seeing that you are probably um, obsessed with this person, okay? And I think that you need to deal with those emotions, because despite the fact of how this relationship started, which I really feel like this is how it started, really, that you guys were like probably at each other's throats, and then you realized one day that I'm probably acting like this because I really like this person, and you've become obsessed with your partner. Okay, but I don't think this obsession is like a bad thing, because it's saying that you need to find closure in regards to how you feel like so strongly about your partner, okay? Because you're not going to be in the position where you're going to have to beg this person to love you. They do love you, and they feel there's a richness in this connection. So I feel like you might be a little obsessive. You might be one that kind of like goes to the extremes to prove themselves, and I think that your partner kind of likes that part of you. You know, they like you a little toxic. So there is a richness to this connection, okay? But here I'm seeing soulmate in reverse. This could be like a twin flame energy, not so much like a soulmate energy, which is probably why you're going to be in a stage where you're just obsessed with this person, because it's going to create like a back and forth like constantly. If you guys ever do separate, it's going to be like temporary. You're going to be going back and forth with each other. And then this shows here the generous in the relationship, despite the fact that you may be lacking and you may not be 100%, you guys are still generous with each other with what you have. Okay, I'm seeing that this unhealthy attraction coming out in reverse. This relationship may look like it's a toxic one, but because you two are kind of on the same page, and I feel like you know how far to go with each other, it's really not. This is just like your love languages, okay? And then I see here that what comes out is loss of a loved one. So I feel like part of these external pressures too is maybe one of you are going to or has experienced a loss of a loved one, and it's carrying an emotional toll. And I think that it's you, which is why you became obsessed with your person, because I feel as if you don't think you can handle another loss right now, especially with your intimate partner. I'm thinking that this loss is probably like a family member or something that you lost, and you're trying to fill the void, and you're putting this pressure on your partner, and they're not turning it away, because they're understanding where your emotions are coming from with the emotional support card. So I feel like because of this loss of love on your end, that it probably left you in a little bit of a financial rut, and you're fearing the worst. But I see that your partner is interested in going through this with you and trying to build this relationship up back to what it was, just like how you're trying to create a stronger foundation as well. You're thinking that your partner is gone a little cold, but everybody has a point of exhaustion. Everybody has a time when they like turn off and they just need a minute. So even though you're coming on pretty strong, it's like your partner understands, and they're not trying to end the relationship. They may just need to get a break. Like they just need to be able to collect their thoughts and put themselves together so that they can be able to handle you while you go through this tough situation that you're having. Okay? So let's just remember, choosing to have relationships with people that we love, we have to expect good and bad things, and we have to understand how to work through it. You can be going through a good phase in your life, and your partner could be going through a bad phase in your life. The whole point is to be there to support each other through it, and to try and help your relationship go get to another level. Because when these trials come, it tests, this is showing that this is just a test of your relationship. You're not in the moment or of the relationship where it's just fun and games. Right now, you're in a serious phase where serious things are happening, and you need to support each other. You're going through that phase where you're needed more than ever. Like your partner needs you more than ever, and that's just what love is. Standing by each other's side and trying to rectify any problems that come along together. And so if this scenario sounds familiar to you and it can help you, please like, comment, and share. And let me know what you think in the comments.